Well, good evening. Headline news again is Hurricane Irma. You can see in the deeper greens where Hurricane Irma is. The center of rotation likely in this image is near the South Carolina-Georgia border. This is an image, I guess, for 4 p.m. on Monday afternoon. Again, this would be Monday, September the 11th. Now, again, we can see the heavy rainfall. The area of rotation is very hard to see in this image, but we'll see it coming up. I really wanted to compare this to the model run taken at 6 p.m. this evening, and it's a big difference from what we were seeing yesterday. So again, in this image here, do not mind that little dot off to the southern part of the storm. That's not the eye. More than likely, the eye is near South Carolina and that heavier band of rain. But again, if we were to compare it to that last image you saw, there's really not a whole lot of difference. And what that means to me when I look at weather models is that there is a greater degree of certainty for the projected path of the storm. So what does this all mean? If we look at the storm, it's really centered between those states of Georgia and South Carolina. And it looks like the southern part of South Carolina is getting the worst of the storm. So let's see if we can find that area of rotation. This is a website called Venture Sky. It's something my wife actually introduced me to, and it's a really, really neat website. One city I have highlighted here is Savannah, Georgia, and we can see that sustained winds as of 2 p.m., and we can see that highlighted down in the corner of the screen. There are winds of 46 miles per hour. Again, these are just sustained winds. Let's see what the prediction is for the GFS in terms of gusts are at that time. So at this particular time, they're saying gusts up to 85 miles per hour. And again, this is right before landfall on Monday afternoon. So what are some other areas that could be impacted? Let's say it slides to the north of Savannah, Georgia. Well, what I've done here, again, this is kind of a crude representation of where our cone of uncertainty is at this time. I've done on Google Maps this, makeshift blue line, and we can see it between Savannah and Charleston, an area roughly of about 100 miles in distance. But if I were to guess, that would be the projected path of the storm. We can also see where Hilton Head Island might be, in the worst place possible. But going back, I wanted to view a few other things on this site. Again, just go to venturesky.com, and again, it's a very neat website. Again, I just love the images that are produced by it. Again, we can see the 85 mile per hour wind gusts in Savannah. What kind of rainfall are we looking at that time? Wow, so you can see some of the rainfall amounts. Again, they're showing 2.7 inches of rain from 2 p.m. basically to 5 p.m. Again, this gives you a range of about every 3 hours. Another neat feature, I'm going to show you this. You can move your mouse over different areas of the storm and then give you predictions for 3 hours within any part where you put that mouse. So again, we're seeing rainfall totals of over 6 inches within a 3-hour period, which is amazing. And you can imagine the type of flooding that could occur. Again, up into, let's say, the shoreline of South Carolina, you can see anywhere from about 4 to 6 inches of rain within that 3-hour period. So again, this could be a very significant storm for the coastline of South Carolina and Georgia. Well, that being said, again, this storm is a week out, so a lot could change. I wanted to show you this website that I created here recently. And what I'm going to try to do is give updates on this website as well as YouTube if you'd like to check them out. So I wanted to show you what's available on the website. Again, I've got current radar images of the storm. And the headline for me today is it going to be Georgia? Is it going to be South Carolina? So again, if you'd like to take a look at it later, you're free to do so. What I've got down here at the bottom, if you're interested, is contact information. Again, you can contact me at pmarshallbooker@gmail.com. Again, I'm offering current forecast and future forecast for the storm, and I'm curious to see what you have to say. So again, look forward to an update tomorrow evening. Enjoyed tracking the storm.